And we're live. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we are live. Three. I don't know. This is very strange. So I must have set the latency. I must have set the latency on. Where did I set the latency? I guess I didn't. This is different. So this is different. We have more latency on the StreamYard. We have, okay. We have more latency on the StreamYard than we do with anything else. And again, you can't watch the chat, so I don't know exactly how this is going to work. If the hosts are more comfortable with sharing their screen or just watching from the live or just watching from the live browser window, they would be able to see the chat. And now it just looks weird. They'll be able to see the chat if they went into the full screen view. When you're live, you got to hit the full screen so that you're able to see your side. You're able to see the hosts. You're able to talk to the hosts, but also you're able to see the chat. And you won't be able to hear your own self. You'll be able to hear other people talk. And when it's on full screen view, yes, when it's on full screen view, you're able to see. Uh, yes, you'll be able to see the chat and everybody else. So I'll put that in the instructions once we get into doing things live. If you want to continue to share the screen, you'll be able to share the screen, and they'll actually see. They'll be able to see the chat as well. This is what the listeners will. Yes, and this is what the listeners will see. They can do the full screen, but okay. This is what the hosts see on StreamYard. This is what the listeners will actually see. So it's up to them. We can try it this way, or we can try it a different way. But the best advice I can give is when the hosts are about to go live in the StreamYard studio, hit full screen so that they can continue to see the chat as they're sharing their screen. They'll also be able to see themselves and their fellow co-hosts. So I think that'll be good enough, and I'll include that. I will include that in the instruction manual. So I was just curious to see if the hosts did go full screen on StreamYard, they would be able to see a large enough window with the chat scrolling through. So that is one way the lead hosts at least would be able to see the chat in real time, and the other hosts, if they're tuning in, the other co-hosts would be tuning in directly as listeners. So of course they'd be able to respond and see the chat in real time. So that's good enough for me. We will sign off for now, and that concludes the test.